Hi, this is Ling. Welcome to my third houseplant tour. This is my new plant. It's Aglaonema candidis. It's a new type of Aglaonema in our available in market now, and I kind of like the leaves pattern and the green portion. The green leaves are the older leaves, and those in bright pink are newer leaves. So I guess those newer leaves in pink will slowly turn into greenish. Next, we have this Synthesis Pictus algerius, and this plant I actually potted two plants into one recently. You can see that the darker color leaves are actually different pot from the lighter color leaves, which are smaller in size. So I decided to pot up together to get a fuller plant, and it is trilling now. Next, I have this Ficus elastica tenicki. It is actually a top cutting of a mother plant, and it took around 2 weeks to root, and I just potted it up last week in a chunky soil mix. Next, I have this Synthesis Pictus exotica. This plant actually I just cut it down recently, and because it's really long trilling, and I wish to get another fuller plant, so I propagated the cuttings, and you will see the propagation plant later in the video. It always gave me new growth whenever I check it out on her. Next, I have this Monstera elbow variegated. This is my pride and joy plant, as I grow it from a 2 leaves cutting. This is the one. I bought it from a local seller for a 2 leaves cutting, and now after 1 year, exactly 12 months, I got a 11 leaves plant. I like this plant a lot because it always gave me surprises. I'm excited to see every unfurl leaf because you can never know how the next leaf will look like, because the variegation is always different, as you can see. So far, this is my favorite leaf because it have equal parts of the white and the green variegation. This is my newest leaf. I hope the next leaf going to be more white. Finger crossed. Next, I have this Philodendron micans. This is a propagation plant, and I cut it. I propagated it from a mother plant, which you will see it on an outdoor plant tour in another videos. I like micans because the leaves are forever so velvety and shiny. Next is the this is a Pothos and Joy, and the variegation of this plant is very unique as well. And this is a very slow grower. I had this plant for more than 2 years, and it is not giving me a ton of new growth. I'm still waiting it to trail. Next, this is my Monstera Thai constellation. I love this plant as it always gave me new leaves, like something like 3 to 4 weeks per leaf, and the fenestration and variegation are very stable on this plant. And these two biggest leaves measure up to 35 cm long. And this is my latest new leaf. It has more white portion, which I love. I cut off the browning on the white leaf, and I find that the variegation on these Thai constellation is like a galaxy in the sky, you know. The older leaves tend to be darker green, which makes it really look like, you know, little stars in the dark sky, those kind of feeling. Next, I have this Philodendron L Chocolate. The new leaves are getting smaller. I'm not sure why is it so. But okay, this is the latest new leaf. The red back will fade off over time. As you can see, the bigger leaves are older leaves, and most of them already turned green. But I still like this plant a lot because the leaves are so velvety and it's like very pillowy as well. Hopefully the next leaf will be bigger. Yeah, since now it is near to a northwest facing window. I don't really get direct sun from the window, so I don't think it will burn the leaves. Next, I have this Hoya carrii variegated. This is a heart-shaped leaf, which is very perfect. The rest of the new growth are actually not really in heart shape. Next, I have this Hoya obovata splash. Actually, I potted up 2 plants in one pot. If you can tell, on the left I have more splashy plant. Yeah, this is the left side. I have a more splashy leaves, and on the right side, actually that plant is very minimum splash on the leaves, but it's quite a fast growing plant, I would say. And recently I just spotted a Pidanka. It's over there, if you can see. Yeah, so hopefully I will get flowers soon. Next, this is a propagation of a Hoya Crimson Princess. The mother plant root rot, and I managed to cut some of the better leaves and propagated it in a moss box. This is the one. Those smaller leaves are actually Philodendron melanochrysum. Next, I have this new plant of my Philodendron Painted Lady, and the leaves are really nice, and the stem are actually a bit of pinkish, and actually it gave me new growth after one leaf unfurled. Next is Philodendron bilitae. This is a baby form. Hopefully I will get a bigger plant in 1 year. Next, in my IKEA greenhouse, I have this Philodendron Pink Princess, which is not so pink. Yeah, before that it gave me like 2 pink leaf variegation. And after that most of the leaves are actually green. Yeah, I don't really mind, and hopefully it will give me some pink in no time. Next is a propagation of my Anthurium crystallinum. The mother plant had thrips, and then I just cut off the baby plant and propagated it. Next, this is Allocation Black Velvet. I kind of like this allocation a lot because of the leaves actually texture and velvety, and if you can see under the light is actually you can see the veins, the green veins, and underside are actually purple. It's a very interesting plant, and it's gave me new growth quite frequently, and yeah, but the leaves tend to brown quite easily, the older leaves, so usually I will cut it off when half of the leaf are brown. Next, yeah, this is the new leaf. It's actually unfurled after I filmed the video. Next is my Fittonia cuttings in a water propagation. And this is my set plant, Syngonia elbow variegated. This is what I left from a mother plant. And this is a baby plant that I bought from seller, Philodendron melalocrysum. Hopefully it will give me bigger leaves soon. Next, I have this Philodendron mame. It's also a baby plant from a local seller. It's consistently giving me new leaves, but hopefully this leaf is a better leaf and not a deformed leaf. Next, I have this Philodendron splendi. It's a crossbreed of the melalocrysum and the varicosum. That's why you can see that the leaves are a bit of the reddish toned, and it's very velvety and shiny. I just potted up in a chunky soil mix recently after I filmed the video. Next, this is the Pothos Cebu Blue Pothos. Next, I have this baby plant as well, Pothos Mandula Pothos. I like the variegation on Mandula. Yeah, it's very special. And this is my propagation plant, Radiphora tetrasperma. I have sold the mother plant, and I propagated the 3 largest leaves from the mother plant. Hopefully it will give me a big plant soon, because the baby leaf is out after 3 months, I think, of propagation. Next, I have these neon pothos propagation as well. You will see the mother plants in a video later. Yeah. Next, I have, this is the propagation that I'm talking about, the Exotica, which we see just now in the video. I'm trying to get a fuller plant. That's why I actually pop it up in a smaller pot. Next, this is Anthurium clarinavian. Yeah. This plant is consistently giving me new leaves, but the leaf is however smaller than the original older leaves, and the petal is actually quite long, so I'm not too sure whether is it too dark. Yeah, this is older leaf, which is It's a very nice heart shaped. This is my rooster lantern because Lantern Festival is coming. I just bought it for fun. Next, this is Philodendron Burmax variegated. And recently, this plant has been giving out new leaves, a lot of green leaves instead of variegation. So hopefully it will come back with more variegated leaves. Yeah, this leaf is a half moon leaf, which I like a lot. Overall, this is a very fast growing plant. This is my living hall plant. And this is the IKEA shelf. Okay, lastly, this is my service yard plant shelf. Philodendron micans cutting and propagation again. These pot of leaves are very green, dark green in color. So hopefully I can have a nicer plant from this propagation. Next, this is new, Agronema Pink Dalmatian. I like the leaf patterns on this leaf plant a lot. There's different shade of pink on this plant. Really lovely. Next, I have this Synthesis Trubii Moonlight. And this is slow grower for me, and I think I have this plant for almost 1.5 years, and it is not trilling yet. It started trilling recently, but it's not really that fast compared to other type of Synthesis. Next, I have this Agronema Lady Valentine, and it's consistently giving me new leaves, and this is a very full plant. I think it consists of 3 plants in a pot. Every leaves are different, and that's what I love about this plant. Next, I have this Pipo ornamentum in red. This plant is very unique because the back leaf is purple in color, and actually both sides of the leaves have this little black or white color dots, which I think is I read that it's natural for this plant to protect themselves, but I will wipe it off once a while because it is dropping all over the shelf. Next, I have this Radiphora decursiva. This is actually a propagation from a mother plant, which I don't have the mother plant anymore, and it's quite a slow grower because this propagation started to grow after 2 years. Yeah. Next, I like this plant a lot. This is a Philodendron lemon lime. And you see that the green are so lovely and bright color. The new leaves are in almost lime and yellowish, and the older leaf will turn green. This is another lemon lime color, pothos, neon pothos. And I actually mixed another type of pothos in this pot. You will get to see it later. I think it's a Marble Queen pothos. Yeah, it's behind. Yeah, this is one. And yeah, I like these neon pothos a lot because it's give me new leaves consistently, and it's now trailing all the way down. String of Hearts is outside my service yard. This is a very tiny leaf plant, and it's actually flower for me, and I cut it back recently because it's really long. It's more than 3 meter long. Yeah. How beautiful is this plant? Next, I have Monstera Adansonii. This is a propagation of a mother plant. I don't own the mother plant anymore. I think I sold it to someone last year. Next, I have this sad little leaf, Alocasia Silver Dragon. Hopefully it will grow. Next, I have this Philodendron Silver Sword. The leaves of this plant are actually very beautiful as it shimmers under the light. Lastly, this is the money tree, and this wrap up the houseplant tour. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on my next video.